So have you guys played Cyberpunk yet? Have you guys witnessed this atrocity that is Cyberpunk with all its bugs and its shitty texture that looks like a PS3 game? It is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I played it for like 3 hours, I think, and then I got rid of it. I went to Microsoft and asked them for a refund. And I actually got it. You can actually request a refund and say that the game is broken, blah blah blah. And even though you've already downloaded it, which usually does not happen, Xbox will refund you. That's how bad this goddamn game is. So Cyberpunk is marred with glitches. And a lot of people are defending this, saying, oh well, you know, it's just launched, blah blah blah, just wait. Just like if you go on Twitter here and you look at the thread, look at how Witcher was when it came out, it was full of bugs. Look at how Skyrim was when it came out, it was full of bugs. Well, I am here to tell you that you cannot justify the bugs of a game that is broken on release simply because other games were also broken on release. This is not how it works. We have to hold companies accountable. If they are going to sell a game for full price, we expect a polished experience. But this goddamn game actually looks like GTA. This is not real, but it actually looks like GTA. Now, if we look on PC, the reviews are better because there's a difference between the graphics of PC and the graphics of consoles, especially the older generation consoles. The current generation, like PS4 and Xbox One. Look at how crappy this looks. It's incredible. Like on PS5, it looks okay. Doesn't look absolutely amazing, but on PS4 and Xbox One, oh my god, it absolutely looks horrible. The first time I sat down and started playing this game, I was like, what the hell did I just buy? What is this crappy game? The gameplay is clunky. Everything seems like dark and stuff. Like, look at this. It's dark and it's kind of hard to see. The shooting is absolutely awful. I think when you aim down the sight and you move around, it's too quick. You can adjust it, but even if you try to slow it down as much as you can, the adjustment is still too fast. You shoot individuals in the head and they're still alive. Okay, that's weird as hell. The car drives really badly. It's super heavy and feels like you're driving like a semi-truck. That's how heavy it is. But yeah, this game, even without the bugs, just the texture, it looks horrific, honestly. It looks terrible. And this was actually advertised for PS4 and Xbox One. It's been in production for so long. But yeah, and people that are saying, well, you're playing on an old version of Xbox. You're playing on a 7-year-old console. That's why. This is supposed to be played on older generation and also enjoyed on newer generations. That's how it's actually advertised by CD Projekt Red. So yeah, there's no excuse here. And also when we think about older generation consoles, I keep saying older, like current gen consoles, think about games that look absolutely amazing, like The Last of Us Part 2. That game looks amazing. Ghost of Tsushima looks amazing. What else? Gears of War looks amazing. There's a whole bunch of games on current gen that looks amazing. It's not an excuse. This looks like Fallout 3 almost. Like, this is absolutely horrible. But anyways, this is just an overhyped game. They made all their sales from hype, essentially. 8 million, I think it was. 8 million in pre-orders. It already covered the cost of their development and advertising. And yeah, that's how you overhype a game and make sales off of an overhyped game. I am done pre-ordering stuff from now on. Never again I will get burned like this. Never again pre-ordering a game until I see everything that's going on, all the correct reviews, all the gameplay of everyone else, not just the reviews that were tightly controlled by CD Projekt Red. Right? They didn't even want the reviewers to show the footage of the game, except if it was footage that was approved or something like that, footage from the company, and it was only PC review copies that they gave. It's so dishonest. CD Projekt Red knew that this was a problem, and yeah, they fucked us all. It's very sad because this is the company, the gaming company, the developer that I preferred other than Naughty Dog, because I absolutely loved Witcher 3. It's my favorite game of all time, but this is unacceptable. And also, since it's first person, it's just so unappealing to me. This just feels like a third person type of game. It doesn't feel like a first person type of game, and I don't like that at all. I wish I could see around me. I wish I could see my character. You know, you customize your character and then you barely see yourself. So yeah, it's terrible. I don't think I'll even buy it after a year. But if I were to buy it, it would have to be on sale and after a year for the bugs and the textures, the graphics to be improved. But even when all that is fixed, I don't even think I'll buy it because, like, just the story itself, when I started playing it, I didn't think it was good. I thought, like, I didn't really know what the hell was going on. I wasn't invested in the character. Of course, that's just, the first like 3 hours. And for me, it takes a little bit of time to get into it. But it still was not exciting. It was not exciting, not interesting at all. Now I'm going back and playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and that's another game where the graphics struggle on current gen, which is another one that's really disappointing, but it's nothing compared to this piece of shit. This is just absolutely disappointing. We waited, 7 years for this crap? And they could have made Witcher 4. Absolutely disappointed. Now, how long is this gonna take for The Witcher to come out? Another 7 years? This is just disappointing and horrible. Let's look at the reviews. So 2.8 for Cyberpunk on PS4. 2.8. 5,000 rating. Absolutely horrible. Barely playable. Graphics are poor PS3 quality and PCs randomly despawn. Yeah, unacceptable. Gamers have been scammed. I absolutely agree with this. Looks like a PS2 game. Actually, yeah, it does look like a PS2 game. Okay, on Xbox One, not as bad, but still horrible. 3.6. So, and then the PC is a bit better because the graphics are better. So, yeah, it's just dumb as fuck. Horrible, terrible game. Absolutely disappointed. No longer one of my favorite developers. If this was EA, guys, no one would be accepting this. The defenders would not be there and saying, oh, this is old generation, just play on new generation, blah, blah, blah. This is what I was saying. True or false, biggest game, Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and Cyberpunk are glitched with bugs and terrible graphics too. Anyways, guys, that's it. I gave it a 0 out of 10. Fuck this game. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. At least, it's more entertaining to actually look at the bugs of the game than actually look at play the game itself. CD Projekt Red stocks dropped 29% around Cyberpunk launch. Yeah, good. You scammed people. That was one of the companies that had a good relation with the public and the gamers, and they just fucked it all up with one game. Well, that's going to be the last of Cyberpunk for me, other than the bugs, me watching the bugs on YouTube. the cock glitch, that's funny. And you know what? That was me playing after the patch, after a second patch too, or the first patch or whatever, a patch. So yeah, really disappointed. I know this bitch. Where do I know her from? Instagram. She's an Insta-ho. Alright guys, peace. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe.